Well, good evening, everyone, whoever's out there, and happy St. Patrick's Day. I did a little quick live stream this morning, and it was fairly disastrous. The screen was kind of sideways, and there was a loud hiss in the music, so I think I've got it worked out, but if it's not good, Christine, then you need to run out here and say, it's upside down, or it's making a loud noise, but we're going to make the assumption that it's good. And to assure that, we're going to start this whole set off with a prayer. Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart, not be all else to me, save that thou art. Thou my best thought by day or by night, waking or sleeping, thy presence my light. Be thou my wisdom, thou my true word, I ever with thee, thou with me, Lord. Thou my great Father, and I thy true Son, thou in my dwelling, and I with thee one. How is it? I have a guest trying to find out how it's looking. Riches I heed not, nor man's empty praise. Thou mine inheritance, now and always. Thou and thou only, first in my heart. High King of heaven, my treasure thou art. High King of heaven, after victory won, may I reach heaven's joys, O bright heaven's sun. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still be my vision, O ruler of all. Still be my vision, O ruler of all. So that is a very commonly sung hymn in the Irish community. So a good way to start. I think I do want to say a prayer, though. Dear Heavenly Father, be with us tonight as we enjoy this Irish music and all that it brings to us. And I especially want you to be with the Ukraine people who are suffering so much, and we know that you love them, and we know that you will take care of them. And as for Mr. Putin, I know we're supposed to love him too, but I think he's overdue for a Road to Damascus episode. So if you could see fit to do that, that might make everything better. So anyway, and I pray all of this in Jesus' name. Amen. So I guess I'll get a pick. So this is the song Star of the County Down. It's the one that Modesty Forbids did for many years. It's on our first CD, Star of the County Down. as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her two bare feet, the shine of her nut brown hair. So winsome elf, sure I shook myself, for to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like a brown Colleen that I've met in a county. As she onward sped, sure I scratched my head and I looked with the feeling rare. And I says I to a passerby who's a maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me as he says to me, "Is Jim of Ireland's crown?" Young Rose McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county down. Hey! Fair, she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, with my shoes shine bright and my hat cocked right, for a smile for the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plow is a rust-colored brown, till smiling bright by my own firelight is the star of the county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the brown Colleen that I met in the county. Well, let me see. I gotta love it from somebody, so it must be something. Christine's saying she can't get it. You can't get it at all.
All I get is you saying check, 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 check.
Okay. Well, keep looking. I would help you, but it's in there somewhere.
So somebody said.
Well, let me see. Hope Mason said love it. So if anybody else there is listening, if you could just give me a thumbs up that you can hear me and see me and all that, because looks like it's pretty good to me in terms of what I'm looking at, but I don't always trust it. And there's another thing I don't always trust. Oh, there's Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, can you hear me all right? And see me all right, for that matter. There's one thing I don't trust, though. It's those women. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. In a neat little town they call Hale, apprentice to trade I was bound. And many's the sweet hours of happiness I spent in that sweet little town, till bad misfortune came o'er me and caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, for trial I had to appear. Then the judge, he says, "Me young fellow, me lad, the case against you is quite clear. 7 long years is your sentence. You're going to Van Diemen's Land, far away from your friends and relations, to follow the black velvet band." Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land, and her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a band. So come all me jolly young fellows, you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, relapse will end up in Van Diemen's Land. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So listen to me now, fellas. There's a lot of that going on the streets of Hale. So watch out for those pretty young lasses. They'll only get you in trouble. Okay, this is a song that is also on our first CD. It's a great song. I'll probably be saying that a lot tonight because mostly what I like are, in my opinion, great songs. It's called Red as the Rose. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. Come over the hills to your darling. You choose the road, love, and I'll make a vow. And I'll be your true love forever. Red is the rose by yonder garden grove. There is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than air. 'Twas down by Hilary's green woods that we strayed, and the moon and the stars were a-shine. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Red is the rose by yonder garden grove. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than air. It's not for the parting that my sister pains. It's not for the grief of my mother. 'Tis all for the loss of my bonny Irish lass, that my heart is breaking forever. Red is the rose by yonder garden grove. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. My love is fairer than air. Thank you. Christina was clapping for me. My aging vocal cords and voice are giving out on me again. I see Dorothy Rogers is there. Hi, Dorothy. I love you. You're such a great and loyal person to me. You probably know those O'Dwyer boys. I don't think I've ever done this song in public, but it's a classic Irish song that I know the O'Dwyer boys did many times. Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty odd. He had a brogue both rich and sweet, and to rise in the morning he carried a hod. You see, he'd a sort of a tippin' way with a love for the liquor, poor Tim was born. to help him on his work each day. Eat a drop of the crather every morn. Whack full of dough, dance with your partner. Round the floor, you trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun with him. This is gonna be fun. The morning Tim got rather full. His head felt heavy, which made him shake. Fell from a ladder and he broke his skull. They carried him home, his corpse to wake. Rolled him up in a nice clean sheet. Laid him out upon the bed. A gallon of whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Whack full the dough, dance with your partner. Round the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth he told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Well, that's better that time. His friends assembled at the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. First she brought in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco, whiskey, punch. That course. Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? Tim Maverino, why did you die? Will you hold your gobs at Daddy McGee? Whack full of beer, dance to your partner. Around the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth? I thought was fun, lots of fun with Finnegan's wake. It's getting worse. Then Maggie O'Connor took up the job. Oh, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy gave her a belt in the gob and left her sprawling on the floor. Then the war did soon engage. It was women to women and man to man. Shillelagh law and all the rage. And row and ruction soon began. Whack full the dough, now dance to your partner. Round the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth? Wasn't it the truth I told you? How can I get this yet? Wasn't it the truth I don't know. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. Then Mickey Maloney ducked his head when a bucket of whiskey flew at him. It missed in falling on the bed. The liquor scattered over Tim. Bedad, he reviewed, see how he rises. Timothy rising from the bed, saying, will you whiskey around like blazes? Under blazes, think you're dead. Whack full of dough, dance to your partner. Around the floor, you try to shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun, Finnegan's wake. See, I got it right that time. It's still all on the phrase. Whack full of, see if I'll mess it up. Whack full of dough, now dance to your partner. Lord, round the floor, your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you? Lots of fun, Finnegan's wake. 50 times and I'll have it down. Anyway, this is an old, sweet little song. Well, I'm amusing my wife if nothing else. It's called Molly Malone, or In Dublin's Fair City. Or Cockles and Mussels, that's the one. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone. As she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. And they wheeled her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever, which no one could say, where am I? Try this again. Oh, you know what I did? I was being clever when I charted this out, and so I thought I'd change keys on this last verse, but I forgot to do that. So let's go to that last chorus, and then we'll see if I can get it in. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Here it comes. fever, which no one could save her. And that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive. Well, that was fun. Getting coaching from the other room. This is a, I don't have a Guinness, but this is a homebrew. This is a coffee porter. One of my several hobbies is to make homebrew. Unfortunately, I don't drink it very much anymore, so I got a whole bunch of it, but it's fun to make. So normally I would like a Guinness on St. Patrick's Day, but this is close. It's got a nice head, and it's pretty good. So it's a coffee porter, which I have called Cole's Porter. You older kids might know what I'm talking about. All right, let me see if I can ruin this one. This is a song written by Paul Brady, who's a relatively more contemporary Irish songwriter, and that means he was, and his heyday was like in the 70s and 80s. That's contemporary for Irish music. But anyway, interesting guy, really excellent musician, great songwriter. So it's called Helpless Heart. I'm sitting here inside the strangest place. The time is racing by. I've been way out here for a month or more. Tonight I'm wondering why. You try to understand the things that I feel. Maybe this time I'll find a way to explain. There is a dream deep inside my head, and it may seem like it's breaking the thread that holds me to you. Still, you have never wanted to change me, but darling, I know, though we're far apart, the signal is strong. This helpless heart will always belong to you, always belong to you. This power takes me from the place I belong to where only the strong get through. You got to keep on believing or you lose your way. It slips right out of you. Though there are days that I can flicker and fade, here in this place tonight a fire is burning. 'Cause there is a dream deep inside my head, and it may seem like it's breaking the thread that holds me to you. Still, you have never wanted to change me, but baby, I know, though we're far apart, the signal is strong. This helpless heart will always belong to you. There is a dream deep inside my head, and it may seem like it's breaking the thread that holds me to you. Oh, though we're far apart, the signal is strong. This helpless heart will always belong to you, always belong to you, only to you. Okay, Paul Brady, good writer. Now this here one was actually written by a British fellow. But a number of Irish musicians have played it. It's a sweet song. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair come down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love among the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover so upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. I never make promises lightly, and there have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. So that was Sting who wrote that, of the Police. Who would have ever thought he would write such a lovely song? He wrote a number of lovely songs though. But that one was kind of a folky song rather than a rock song. Okay, there's one that us kids used to like to do back on St. Patrick's Day. A lot of songs when I was with Modesty Forbids, we played basically Celtic music. And so St. Patrick's Day was always a challenge because there's a lot of these songs such as the Irish Rover that we generally never played except for on St. Patrick's Day. In the year of the Lord 1806 we set sail from the county of Cork. We were sailing away with a cargo of bricks from the Grand City Hall in New York. 'Twas an elegant craft, she was rigged fore and aft, and how the trade winds drove her. She had 23 masts, and she stood several blasts, and they called her the Irish Rover. We had 1 billion bags of the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of stone. We had 3 million side of old blind horses' hides, and we had 4 million barrels of wine. We had 5 million hogs and 6 million dogs, 7 million barrels of porter. Just saying. We had 8 million bales of old Nanny Goat's tail in the hold of the Irish Rover. Johnny McGee from the banks of the Lee. There was Hogan from County Tyrone. There was Johnny McGurk, who was scared stiff of work, and a chapware from chap from Westmeath named Malone. There was Slugger O'Toole, who was drunk as a rule, and Fighting Bill Tracy from Dover, and your man Mick McCann from the banks of the Van was the skipper of the Irish Rover. We had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and our ship lost its way in the fall. Then the whole of the crew was reduced down to two, just myself and the captain's old dog. The ship started to rock, oh Lord, what a shock, and nearly tumbled over. It turned 9 times around, and the poor old dog was drowned. I'm the last of the Irish Rover. So that's the old Irish Rover song. There's another fellow from Ireland, from the north. I think a lot of these folks are from the north, actually, but probably have heard of him before and probably heard this song. Hey, where did we go? Days when the rain came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with our hearts thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened? Tuesday so slow, going down to the old mine with a transistor radio, standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind the rainbow's wall, slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So hard to find my way now that I'm all on my own. Saw you just the other day, my how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about it, making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, just like that. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So we're getting very esoteric here now. I'm going to go further afield. This is a song that is written by, or done by an Irish group, a fairly contemporary Irish group called Codaline. Not generally part of the standard St. Patrick's Day fare, but hey, this is Irish music. So, all I want is nothing more, to hear you knocking at my door. 'Cause if I could see your face once more, I could die a happy man, I'm sure. When you said your last goodbye, I died a little bit inside. I lay in tears in bed all night, alone without you by my side. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is, to find somebody, find somebody like you. Oh, like you. So you brought out the best of me, a part of me I'd never seen. You took my soul and wiped it clean. Our love was made for movie screens. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is, to find somebody, I'll find somebody. Whoa, 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 whoa. But if you love me, why'd you leave me? Take my body, take my body. All I want is, and all I need is, to find somebody like you. So that's Codaline. Bought tickets to see him play at I can't remember, Royal Oak Theater or St. Andrews, one or the other. And like 2 days before the concert, I got this email saying concert's canceled because one of the guys broke his legs. So anyway, never saw him. See the boys out walking, the boys who look so fine, dressed up in green velvet, the silver buckles shine. Soon they'll be blurry-eyed under a keg of wine. down where the drunkards roll, down where the drunkards roll. See that lover standing, staring at the ground. He's looking for the real thing, lies were all he found. You can get the real thing, it'll only cost £1. Down where the drunkards roll, down where the drunkards roll. There goes a troubled woman, she dreams a troubled dream. She lives out on the highway, she keeps her money clean. Soon she'll be returning to the place where she's the queen. Down where the drunkards roll, down where the drunkards roll. Well, you can be a gambler who never drew a hand. You can be a sailor who never left dry land. You can be Lord Jesus, all the world will understand. Down where the drunkards roll, down where the drunkards roll, down where the drunkards roll, down where. So that's a real uplifting song. But anyway, the drink is sort of intermeshed with Ireland, the British Isles, actually. That's written by Richard Thompson, I believe, who is a Brit. So there you go. This is a song that I haven't done in a while, but I used to do it fairly regularly. Christina will like this. This is for you, Christine. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. Words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. Moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. You have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now. Take this sinking boat So that was Glenn Hansard and I can't remember her name, Margita Arkalova or something like that. They were a couple that they're actually Glenn Hansard was a busker, I believe, in Dublin, and then somehow he found his way into the music world, and they formed a group called the Swell Season, and they put out this song, and it became quite popular, and it became so popular that then it became they made a movie. Actually, they made a movie that had the song, but then it became so popular that it went to Broadway, and it was a Broadway play. So anyway, Glenn Hansard, Markita Argalova, or whatever her name is. Sorry, Markita. And they're no longer together, but as these things happen. All right, I'm going to try this. This is another Irish group called Snow Patrol. It's like we just can't help ourselves, 'cause we don't know how to back down. We were called out to the street, we were called into the town. How the heavens they opened up, like arms of dazzling gold, with our rain-washed history, where we do not need to be told. Show me now, show me the arms aloft, every eye trained on a different side. This magic, this drunken semaphore and listening and life. This is your life, this is your time. This is your time. I was called out in the dark by a choir of beautiful cheeks, and as the kids took back the parks, you and I were left with the screams. Show me now, show me the arms aloft, every eye trained on a different side. This magic, this drunken semaphore and we are listening. This is your life, this is your time. So that would be Snow Patrol. Good group. I like Snow Patrol, as groups go. Okay, this is an old Celtic song. I don't know why I have the cape on my hand. I don't need it. And it's I learned it from a guy named Dahi Spruill, who's a really great guitar player. And played with Patrick Street, but played with many other groups. And Anyway, it's in Gaelic, which of course I don't speak, nor do I sing Gaelic. Never to be deterred, I spent some time going phonetically. Every little sound and syllable, I mapped it all out so I could sort of approximate the Gaelic. And then, so it's good. And I played it a few times, and we were playing this concert down in Monroe. And after the concert, this woman came up to me. She was an American woman. And she said, "I really like the Gaelic." And she started speaking Gaelic to me. And I'm going, I don't know what you're saying. And she laughed because she could tell by the butchering of Gaelic that I did that I really didn't know what I was doing. But anyway, it's called Gotham Multipuria, which is it's praise for Saint Bridget, which Saint Bridget is the female patron saint in Ireland. Gotham Multipuria, Einach le herum, Eino le achiri, Malone goliri. I give praise to Bridget, beloved of Ireland, beloved of all Celtic lands, all give praise to her. Labgrin o yellow, Sashu fire chiroi, Keo chi et iren, Keo ne man behead. The bright torch of Leinster, shining through the land, pride of Irish women, gentle is Saint Bridget. Shechen gevo genedo, galile orvige, a farewell a bridge, given on the dear. Comes the hard dark winter, cutting the harshness, but the whole St. Bridget Day, Irish spring is near over. Got him all the bridge, ain't a let hear him, ain't a lay a cheery, Matlum Escolieri. I give praise to Bridget, beloved of Ireland, beloved of all Celtic lands, all give praise to her. Well, that's a good song, which I butchered. I think I need to put my glasses on. Time out, I'll be right back. If I can remember where I put them. They're right there. Yes. Well, let's see if this is any different. Let me look at this. It's got tiny print, which I don't do well with tiny print anymore. So this isn't too much better. Might have to put the context back in. Anyway, this song by Paul Brady. Sang a Paul Brady song earlier. Helpless Heart. This is a more traditional Irish song called Mary and the Soldier. Come all ye lads of high renown, that will hear of the fair young maiden, and she roved out on summer's day, for to view the soldiers parading. They march so bold and they look so gay, colors flying and the bands did play, and it caused young Mary for to say, I wed you, me gallant soldier. She viewed the soldiers on parade as they stood at their leisure. Young Mary to herself did say, at last I found my treasure. But oh, how cruel my parents must be, to banish my darling so far from me. Well, I'll leave them all and go to thee, me bold, undaunted soldier. Oh, Mary dear, your parents' love, I pray don't be unruly, for when you're in a foreign land, believe me, you'll rue it surely. Perhaps in battle I might fall from a shot from an angry cannonball, and you so far from my daddy's ball. Be advised by a gallant soldier. Oh, I have 50 guineas in bright gold, likewise a heart that's bolder, and I'd leave them all, go, to be a bold, undaunted soldier. So don't say no, but let me go, and I will face the daring foe, and we'll march together to and fro, and I'll wed you, my gallant soldier. So that was the story of Mary and the soldier. Back in those days, it was a different situation. So they're going off to battle and going out in the sea, and the maidens there are just pining away. This is a song written by a really fine Irish songwriter by the name of Jimmy McCarthy, who's written a number of really good songs. This one has been done probably most notably by Mary Black, but many other people have done it. It's called Bright Blue Rose. I skimmed across black water without once submerging onto the banks of an urban morning that hungers the first light much, much more than mountains ever do. And she, like a ghost beside me, goes down with the ease of a dolphin and emerges unlearned, unshamed, unharmed. For she is perfect creature, natural in every feature. And I am the geek with the alchemist snow. For all of you who must discover, for all who seek to understand, for having left the path of others, you'll find a very special hand. And it is a holy thing, and it is a precious time, and it is the only way. Forget-me-nots among the snow, it's always been, and so it goes, to ponder his death and his life eternally. For all of you must discover, for all who seek to understand, for having left the path of others, you'll find a very special hand. And it is a holy thing, and it is a precious time, and it is the only way. Forget-me-nots among the snow, it's always been, and so it goes, to ponder his death and his life eternally. One bright blue rose outlives all those, 2,000 years, and still it goes, to ponder his death and his life eternally. Jimmy McCarthy, Bright Blue Rose, great song. How we doing here? Well, I've been hammering away for an hour. So what did I say? I said an hour and a half. I better look at my list of 50 songs or whatever they are and figure out what I'm going to play. Hang on, got to check my list here. There we go. Those are good songs. Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me try this. I've never sang this song publicly. Been trying to figure this thing out for about 30 years. I'm not sure I have yet, but I'm getting close. It's called Carrick Ferris. I wish I was in Carrick Ferris, only 4 nights in Ballygrand. I would swim over the deepest ocean, my love to find. But the sea is wide. But the sea is wide, and I can't swim over, and neither have I the wings to fly. If I could find me a handy boatman to ferry me over to my love and I. My childhood days bring back sweet reflections of happy time spent so long ago. My boyhood friends and kind relations have all passed on now like melting snow. I'll spend my days an endless rover, soft is the grass, and sure my bed is free. Oh, but to be back in Carrickfergus to strike that lonely road down by the sea. And in Kilkenny it is reported on marble stone as black as ink, with gold and silver I did support her, but I'll say no more till I get a drink. For I'm drunk today and I'm seldom sober, a handsome rover from town to town. But I am sick now and my days are numbered. Come all me young men and lay me down. An uplifting song, not. The poor Irish, they have had a bit of a problem with the drink, as many other cultures have, but anyway, it's all good, sort of. Okay, this is another another song that I always thought was fascinating, because I am 100% certain that this was written as a love song for God. But it has a very romantic kind of aspect to it. So it got a lot of airplay years ago, and I'm sure people just thought it was a love song for lovers. It's called Have I Told You Lately? Van Morrison did this. And Van Morrison went through I think he's probably a religious man, period, but he went through a period where he got quite religious, did an album called Avalon Sunset, which was basically all religiously themed songs. So, have I told you lately? And this is for you, God. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. For the morning sun and its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my life with laughter and somehow make it better. Ease my trouble, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, that's a tip off right there. And it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one. You are the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. day we should give thanks to pray to the one. Yes, you are the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you've done. Take away all my sadness, fill my life with gladness, ease my trouble, that's what you do, my Lord. You take away all my sadness and you have filled me up with gladness. Jesus, my trouble, you've taken away. So anyway, that is Van Morrison's love song to our God. The Possum Corner Coles Porter, coffee porter. It's a fine drink, yes it is. This is a song written by, I forget. I think this one was written by somebody. Let me see, I might have it recorded here.
I can guarantee that.
It was, oh! No, that's not true, I don't think. I don't know who wrote it. I have Mary Black listed. Mary Black sang it, amongst others, but I don't know if she wrote it. Try to look these things up. This one's escaping me. It's called Song for Ireland. Walking all the day near tall towers where falcons build their nests. Silver winged they fly, they know the call of freedom in their breasts. Saw blackhead against the sky, where twisted rocks they run down to the sea. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets and asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Drinking all the day in old pubs where fiddlers love to play. Saw one touch the bow, he played a reel which seemed so grand and gay. Stood on Dingle Beach and cast in wild foam we found Atlantic bass. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets and asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. Talking all the day with true friends who try to make you stay, telling jokes and news, singing songs to pass the time away. Watch the Galway salmon run like silver dancing, darting in the sun. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets, asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. I saw a land where no one had to fight, waking in your dawn. I saw you crying in the morning light, sleeping where the falcons fly. They twist and turn all in your azure sky. Living on your western shore, saw summer sunsets and asked for more. I stood by your Atlantic Sea, and I sang a song for Ireland. It's a good song, in my opinion. Since I'm running the show, I guess my opinion is what counts. Alright, here's an old St. Patrick's Day song, and it's called Whiskey in the Jar. As I was going over the far Finnegan mountains, I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier, saying stand and deliver, for you are my bold deceiver, with my ring-dum-doo-da-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. I counted out my money, it made a pretty penny. I put it in my pocket and I gave it to my Jenny. She sighed and she swore that she never would deceive me, but the devil takes a woman, for they never can be easy, with your ring-dum-doo-da-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, I went into the chamber for to take a slumber. I dreamt of golden jewels, and sure it was no wonder, for Jenny took my charges and she filled them up with water, and sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter, with your ring-dum-doo-da-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning before I rose to travel. The guards were all around me, and likewise Captain Farrell. I then produced my pistol, for she stole away my rapier, and I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken, with your ring-dum-a-doodle-la-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. If anyone can aid me, it's me brother in Kilcarney. I think that he is stationed right now in the army, and if he'd come and join us, we'd go roving in Killarney. I swear we'd treat me fairer than my darling sporting Jenny, with your ring-dum-a-doodle-la-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar, with your ring-dum-a-doodle-la-da. Whack full the daddy-o, whack full the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Boy, that's a workout. So I gotta get selected now. This is a lovely old Irish song. Hasn't got, over the years, haven't got a ton of play, but I always love this song. Written by Francis Fahey, and I learned it from Dolores Keane. It's far away I am today from scenes I roamed a boy. It's called Galway Bay. And long ago, the hour I know, I first saw Illinois. But time not tide nor waters wide could wean my heart away. Forever true it flies to you, my own dear Galway Bay. and bleak, by shore and creek, the rugged rocks abound. But sweet and green the grass between, as grows on Irish ground. So friendship found, all else beyond, and the love to live always. Bless every home beside your foam, my own dear Galway Bay. Had I used blood and a hopeful mood, and a heart of fire once more, for all the gold the earth could hold, I'd never leave your shore. I'd be content with whatever God sent, with neighbors old and gray. And I'd lay me bones, dear churchyard stones, beside you, Galway Bay. The blessings of a poor old man be with you night and day. The blessings of a lonely man whose heart will soon be clay. 'Tis all of heaven I'll ask of God upon my dying day. My soul to soar forevermore above you, Galway Bay. Galway Bay. There's another song called Galway Bay, which I don't do, but I always love that one. Love the way Dolores Keane did it with a just really thick, beautiful Irish brogue. Okay, here's a song that when we were Modesty Forbids, we were together. We would always just sing this on St. Patrick's Day. And we could say, if we wanted to, it was just for the reverence to the song that we would only sing it on St. Patrick's Day. But it just wasn't what we did. We did mostly Celtic music, a lot of instrumentals, but this is this I do on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the leaves are falling. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow. Danny boy, oh Danny boy, I love you so. But when you come and all the leaves are dying and I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me, and I shall hear though soft your tread above me, and in my grave will warmer, sweeter be. for you will pen and tell me that you love me, and I will lie in peace until you come to me. Well, let me see here. You kids might have to go to bed. It's getting late. I think I'm going to keep going for a while. I wanted to mention, though, a good friend of mine. Buddies died on Valentine's Day last year, 2021. One of my best friends I ever had. And he was best friends, and I was also a friend of a guy named Gary Coop, who was just a great, great, great guy. He's one of those guys that would do anything that you want, and he was just amazing. And since my battery's running low, I'm running out of time. But anyway, it's so ironic. These guys, Buzz was the guy who died on Valentine's Day, so February 14th last year. And his best friend, Gary Coop, died on St. Patrick's Day last year. Gary fell, and I just talked to him a few days before that, because we were kind of bemoaning the loss of our dear friend Buzz, and then the next thing I hear is Coop fell and he's in the hospital. Next thing I hear, he's dead. He fell, hit his head, and died of a head injury. So ironic though. These two guys were like tight as could be, good friends. They were both very good friends of mine. One dies on Valentine's Day, one dies on St. Patrick's Day. Can't make that up. For green fields. What did I have? Said the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say, I had 4 green fields. Each one was a jewel, but strangers came and tried to take them from me. I had 5 strong sons. They fought to save my jewels. They fought and died, and that was my grief, said she. Long time ago, said the fine old woman. Long time ago, this proud old woman did say, there was war and death, plundering and pillage. My children died by mountain, valley, and sea, and their wailing cries, they shook the very heavens. My 4 green fields ran red with their blood, said she. What have I now? Said the fine old woman. What have I now? This proud old woman did say, I have 4 green fields. One of them's in bondage in strangers' hands that tried to take it from me. But my sons have sons as brave as were their fathers. My 4th green field will bloom again, said she. My 4th green field will bloom once again, said she. All right, well, I got the several-minute warning, and my battery's gonna run out, so let me see what else I can do before I let you kids go home. This one, when I talked about Buzz and Coop, this is the one I was gonna sing, so it's called When the Boys Come Rolling Home. I always will remember the day we went away, sailing out of Belfast in the morning. Our hopes were on tomorrow as we kissed the girls farewell, but our dreams were on the day of our return. They'll be dancing and romancing, and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come a-rolling home. Safely reached the other side, the New York City Fair, in spite of wind and rain and stormy weather. We all sat down and drank a glass and wished each other well, and we said we'll all come back again together. They'll be dancing and romancing, and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come a-rolling home. Joey went to Boston and Sam to Buffalo, and Pat went out as far as California. I used to get some letters then, but that was years ago, and they always spoke of Ireland and returning. They'll be dancing and romancing, and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. And here I'm almost 90, my grandson's by me bed, lying in Chicago and still scheming. He says he'll take me back again to rest me weary head, and I'll be living a lazy dream. They'll be dancing and romancing, and nevermore it will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come rolling home. They'll be dancing and romancing, and nevermore will roam. They'll be rolling in the hay, there'll be whiskey in the tay, when the boys come a-rolling home. Okay, Kimmer, that one, that's you, girl. The boys are going to be dancing and romancing when you get up there with them. So, okay, I'm going to finish up with this one. Thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the nice comments. I saw a few of them, and I appreciate that as well. Well, if I'm alive next year and I have enough marbles left, I'll probably do this again. It's called Wild Mountain Time. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme goes around the purple heather. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will ye go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love will not go, I can surely find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around the purple heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme All around the bloomin' heather, will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a shelter on yon high mountain green, and my love shall be the fairest that the summer sun has seen. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Well, kids, that's all I got. Well, I got more, but my battery's running out, so. Anyway, thanks for listening. I had a great time. I'll probably do this again next year unless I get apprehended and put away or something like that. So anyway, I appreciate your listening, appreciate your comments, and love you guys, and we'll see you down the road.